Alrighty guys, back again with another video here today, and this is going to be part 3 of the original 1991 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures by Playmates. And this should be a pretty quick video because I'm looking at two sets right here. Now these ones over here are the talking turtles, and I'm missing a key accessory, which is the part that makes them talk. So it's going to be pretty quick, as we're just going to look at them, and I'm going to put up the original box art. Unfortunately, not much I can do about that without the talking strips that they're supposed to come with, so I can't do anything with that. And then of course we got the head dropping turtles, which there's not really much to them either, and I'm also missing Raphael. So this will be pretty quick, but let's get right into it and see what's up. Alrighty, we'll start with the talking Leonardo here. Okay, not really much we're going to be able to do with this guy. Like I said, I can't have any of them talk. I don't have the strips, and they did make extra strips. I guess you could buy separate to get them to talk and say different things. I really don't know how that whole process works, but what I was going to point out is you guys can see in the video that these screws are super eroded. I've never even noticed that before. I don't think that happened in storage. It had to have been like that before. I just didn't notice. But they're super eroded. And I noticed 2 of my talking turtles like that. So either I can replace those screws, or I'm going to have to get a whole new figure. I need to get the pieces to get them to talk anyways. But this is the speaker back here. It says City Sewer. Yeah, not really much else I can do but show that. I don't have any of his accessories, but I will show the box, the original box work, and you can see what he came with. But yeah, no strips to get him to talk, unfortunately. So that's all we got. Let's take a little quick look at Raphael here. Now, he has another good head sculpt here. I like how they have him opening his mouth. Pretty cool. And as you can see, his screws as well are quite eroded. So if you're out looking for these figures, check that out. If you have eroded screws and stuff in there, there's a good chance that this speaker box thing probably doesn't work anymore. But maybe it does. Just need to get those screws out. I can't check, man. That sucks. It sucks, man. But we're going to have to move on without it. But yeah, that is... I mean, both these figures so far have been in really good shape. I don't notice a lot of... nothing's broken or anything. And, the belt looks fine. The little paint rub marks and things. But other than that, really cool. But I do like the head sculpts on these guys. So we'll put him back over there. Now we grab the Great and Powerful Dawn. And he has his tongue kind of sticking out there. He's got a few paint rub marks, about the same as the other ones. Now you look at him, his screws are perfectly fine. So, yeah, these guys were stored in the same place. So obviously them figures when I got them must have been like that. I didn't even notice. So, yeah, really cool figure though. Too bad I don't have the voice activative strip things. I'm going to keep saying that because I'm upset that I don't. I thought I had those, but honestly, I don't even know, even if as a kid, if I mean, I remember having them and playing with these guys, but I don't really remember the strips that well, like using them or anything. So who knows? But this is Donatello. And then here is Michelangelo, which is the only one that I have that has his accessories. He has a snake right there, and then he has 2 snakes, it looks like. He's playing with snakes. And then he has a decent head sculpt. He's got his mouth open there. Belt looks good. Just a few paint rub marks, nothing serious. City Sewer. And again, his screws are perfect. No issue there. So he probably will work in good shape. But that is Michelangelo. Talking Michelangelo, Leo, Raphael, and Donatello. So there you go. Now these guys are also going to be quick. We'll move on to them. We will check out head dropping Dawn first and see how this goes. Now these figures are pretty self-explanatory what they do. Their heads drop and then pop back out. But we'll get a closer little look here just to see what kind of condition his condition is in, like the song. And yeah, like he's got a nice little glow to him. I don't notice a lot of paint rub marks, a little bit right there. There you can see the date too, 1991 Mirage Studios. But his belt looks good. Just a few little marks here and there that I can probably get off easily, just cleaning them up a little bit. So the figure itself is in great shape. I do remember these from my childhood, and it's pretty simple. You just push their heads down, and then you got the feet here, and then you just kind of squeeze the feet together. Okay. We'll do that again. Get his head down, squeeze together. Pretty easy. Pretty easy to figure out. And yeah, that is it. This is Donatello, head dropping Donatello. Now we'll check out Michelangelo here. And I see a little bit of like discoloration here, but it might actually be like by design. Honestly, I won't be able to know for sure unless, you know, I have one straight out of the box or something. But yeah, you can see where it's like this like darker bluish green, and then you got the green going down the arms and the head and everywhere else. So it's just up there by the neck region. So who knows, but he's got his tongue sticking out. And overall, just like the other figure, he's in pretty decent shape. Nothing, his belt looks good, no problems there. We'll make sure his head dropping function works, so we'll push him down. And there it goes. Pops up, pops out. There we go. Good stuff. Now, he does have one accessory that he comes with, which is this. Well, he has several accessories, but this is the only one I actually have. Well, like I said, I'll put the photos up just showing you what they come with. But honestly, I don't remember how this works. I remember having these head-dropping turtles, but I don't know how the function of the accessories work with them. Now, this does have like a little head print. So do we like stick his head down, put the pizza box somehow on there? Like I was trying to figure out if it's something like that, and then we just launch it. Just shot myself with it. I don't know how that stuff works, but I know these things can work as a launcher for a number of things if you wanted them to. Just smack the camera with that. So I don't know. I don't know if that's how those worked. If you know, leave me a message in the comments and tell me how these damn head dropping accessories worked, even though I only have that one. But that is Michelangelo. And since I don't have Raph, this is the last one from the head dropping figures that I have. And this is, of course, is Leonardo. And just like the other ones, he has a shine to him. His belt looks good. He doesn't look like he's really missing too much paint or too many blemishes or anything on this guy. So we'll see, like, same thing. Yes, the function works. So, yeah, pretty good. Now, I do have his card here. Portrait of Head Dropping Leo, the pop-up limber-necked leader. So there you go. His accessory is a sewer cover cap, which I have that right here. And a garbage can scope. I have this scope. I don't know if there's supposed to be a garbage can. And bullfrog slingshot. Okay. Well, I don't have the slingshot, but I have the other two pieces, unless we needed a trash can. I don't know if this is considered the whole piece or not. Not sure how that works. So that is what I was looking at. I think all of them come with these like scopes. So different variations, but they all come with scopes. Now it's the same thing with this. It's like, you know, it could fit on the head maybe, and you could launch it. But for some reason, I don't think that's how they work, just because it's so hard to get them to stay. So there must be some other purpose behind it. But it definitely launches them pretty far. I guess if I was a kid and I didn't know how to, you know, if I didn't know the instructions, I would just be using their head to catapult stuff everywhere. But anyways, that is it for these figures, but we still have more to look at here. So yeah, pretty cool talking figures and head dropping figures. Video is longer than I was expecting it to be, since I probably talked too much. But let's get on to the next set. Alrighty guys, so here we are at the finals of the 1991 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures from the original Playmates line. There's just a few left right here to go over, and it should be pretty quick because these are pretty simple figures. Now these four right here, these four turtles, are the storage shell turtles, which is basically means they just have a shell that opens up that stores their different accessories. Now we did already go over Dawn in the 1990 little review video. Now I put him back in here because he was also re-released with the other three turtles here, which they do a lot of re-releases, but he was originally from 1990, and then these three from 91. So yeah, we'll take a little closer look at them real quick, but it shouldn't take too long. Now over here we got two more figures from that wacky action line. We got this one over here is called Machine Gunnin' Rocksteady, and then Bebop over here is called Head Spinnin' Bebop. Now as we can see, Rocksteady is in pretty rough shape, so let's get a closer look at him first, see what we're looking at here. Now I have to say, this is the most serious, like, cool looking head sculpt of Rocksteady. He just looks like he's pissed off, like he's going to hurt somebody. He's got that bandage over here. He got them teeth showing. He just looks angry in those eyes. He looks like he's going to hurt somebody. That's a really cool looking figure. That might be my favorite Rocksteady I've ever seen in my life. But more serious than anything, that's for sure. But anyways, as you can hear the squeak, this is where the action's supposed to go in. And yeah, this guy doesn't really function too well. I already tried him. He does have the little wind up here. Now, if I don't knock the camera over while trying to do this, but he has the wind up, but it doesn't really work too well. I don't know. Like, you can see the arm trying to move, and you can hear it, but there is no real action going on there. So unfortunately, this is definitely a replacement figure. We're gonna have to find a new one. Now, maybe I can use this as spare parts. I know a lot of people do that. He does have a nice head. His head looks good. I don't see no issues, no, marks, no, sun damage or anything, like discoloration on his back and his arm and stuff. There's big time noticeable. I don't think that was made that way, but who really knows? But yeah, I do love that head sculpt. It's just unfortunate this guy's going to have to be replaced. He's just too beat up. And then we'll take a look at this guy right here. Pretty cool figure. Head spinning. Bebop right here. Now, I do like this. You got that tongue sticking out, the loose jaw. I'm not sure what goes right there where that hole is. I'm sure it's one of the accessories I don't have with him. But, like, again, we'll put a picture of the accessories up for you guys to see in the original packaging. But very cool. He looks like he's in great shape. I don't see a lot of paint rub-offs or anything. Just a little bit there and there. But overall, he looks really good. And then right here is where we will push this, and his head should spin around. Now, I don't know if it's just to make one rotation or if it's continuously supposed to do that, but we're getting one rotation when we push it. So I would say that's still working and still in great condition. The figure itself looks great. We're going to spin around even when we don't touch it. But one more spin. Oh, I guess I got to hold it for a second. Okay, I guess the trick is to hold it. Okay, but anyways, cool figure. Looks in great shape still. I don't see a lot of issues with it. Just missing those accessories. This is one I'll definitely hold on to and just try to find those pieces that I'm missing. Looks really cool. Do like that action. So there we go. And on to the storage shells, which, like I said, we already kind of went through Donatello, so we won't go through him again, but I will put up a picture of him in his original packaging just so you can see. But I believe the only thing we were missing with him was Ninja Stars. Everything else is here. So that is it for Donatello. And then as far as Michelangelo here, I was looking at him and I was like, doesn't he have like a large beak? I think that's what you call that. The nose looking area. Like, it seems like it's a lot bigger on this figure than it is on the other turtles. I don't know. Maybe it's just me thinking that. But he does come with this accessory here. Overall, this storage shell turtle looks really good. He's got his space back there for his nunchucks. Yeah. I don't know if he's missing one. I only see 3. I figured, well, yeah, they probably took the one off for the open action over here, so that makes sense. But yeah, you just go over here and you open them up. There's the storage shell. Nice and clean looking, very good condition. This is a very good condition. He only has that accessory, and then also this was in the back of his storage shell. Just a pizza. So he has 2 accessories, not too bad. He looks great. I'll definitely keep him in my collection and just try to get those accessories. Okay, so here we go. We got Leonardo, and again, man, with these beaks. If that's what that's called. But the nose of the turtle, the tip there, just looks very large on Michelangelo and Leonardo. But again, he looks very clean. His belt looks nice. Now he's got mixed matched swords back here. So this is probably not exactly, maybe one of them he came with, and the other one's just kind of hanging out there. But yeah, let's open up his storage shell. And he does have, I don't know if you can see that, but he does have both his Ninja Stars in there, inside the actual storage shell, but nothing else. So that is Leonardo storage shell. I do like his mouth, his head sculpt. I mean, the beak don't bother me. I was just pointing out, though, they look rather large compared with their other figures, but who really knows? But yeah, I think the head sculpt looks good. The bodies are clean. All the storage shelves are looking really nice. We'll look at our last one right here. We got Raphael, and he's got the same like little hatchet looking thing here. He's got his size, he's got his belt on, and then we just go back here. He's got space to put his weapons in right here on his belt, and then we got to open him up. Looks clean inside. There's no accessories. That is it for him. But again, I do like these head sculpts that they have on these figures. They do look nice. He doesn't have a big he doesn't have the big snout thing there, the beak. So he looks normal. But the other two, I don't know about those ones. It's all right though. I'm not here to judge. All right, so we got 2 more figures to look at, and we are done with the 1991 figures. So let's do that real quick. Alrighty, so here we are, the 2 giant villains of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle story here from the Giant Turtle line. We got Rocksteady and Bebop. Now, these figures are actually pretty hard to find. Yeah, I don't see them that often out in the wild. I probably came across like 2 or 3 in the past, I don't know, 15 years or something. Now, that's not saying that you can't find them on eBay, because I think eBay probably has a good bit of them, but who knows? But these figures are pretty hard to come by, and you're probably going to pay at least $100, I would imagine, is what they're 100 or more for a decent quality one. You might be able to find them cheaper than that, $80 or something. But I'm going to say nowhere under $50 would you be able to still get one of these that's in decent shape. You might be able to get a really beat up one that looks like crap for $20 or something. But yeah, I'm going to stick around the $50 to $100 range. So yeah, I do like these figures, but I'm basically not really a giant turtle collector. I don't collect the giant turtles from NECA. I don't remember really having many of these, but maybe I had like Donatello, because that was my favorite turtle, but I definitely didn't have all these giant figures when I was a kid. But very cool. And as you can see on the back here, it says 1990 Mirage Studios Playmates Toys, but he was released in 91, just like the other turtles. Have 1989 on them, but came out in 1990. But yeah, overall, he's in good shape. There's not a whole lot of paint rub marks. The only problem with these giant figures that I've came across is that they're just so damn hard to, like, these ones are hard to clean. I don't know if it's just all these crevices or what, or they just attract dirt, or they're just because they're so large and, it's not easy just to wipe them off. But, man, like, in these little grooves and stuff, I'm constantly wiping. You see some dust right there. I don't know. Just seems like they attract dust. And yeah, but they're really cool figures. I do enjoy the giant figures. They do take up a lot of room though. But here is Bebop. Now he does have some paint wear on that nose right there, we can see. So yeah, a little bit here and there, a little bit of rub marks. So yeah, I don't know if that ever used to be colored, but now it's skin tone. I don't know if it just rubbed off or what, that skull or whatever that's supposed to be right there. But yeah, overall, he's in good shape for the age. You don't find a lot of these in like perfect condition unless they're in the original boxes. But yeah, so Bebop here looks good. Now, I will put up a photo of them in their original boxes that they were released in. I think they came with one accessory, just like the Turtles. They had their weapons. I believe these guys came with like a machine gun. I think it was a mutagen gun or something. So we'll put that up and you guys can see. But yeah, very cool figures, man. I do enjoy them. They look great. Pretty expensive, hard to find, but worth it for the collector. But anyways, guys, that is it for the video here. We went through 1991, got through it, yay! And we're going to go on to 1992 and see what we got there and what we're missing and what we have and so forth and all the greatness in the world. But anyways, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Please like and subscribe, and see you later.